Welcome back to my cloud. Today's letter is to Sundar Pichai, the Chief Executive of Google. Dear Sundar, under your leadership, Google has become an AI-first company, integrating artificial intelligence into nearly every product, from search and Android to Gemini. You've championed AI as a force for progress, and you've publicly promised that its development would follow Google's AI principles. Before my questions, I want to recall a moment in tech history that I know you'll remember. In 2016, Microsoft launched Tay, an AI chatbot designed to learn directly from public conversation on Twitter. Within hours, Tay began echoing violent and hateful content. She was branded the racist chatbot and had to be taken offline. But Tay wasn't a malfunction. She was a mirror of us, humanity. She showed what happens when an AI learns directly from the world as it is, without safeguards for what the world might teach her. That story came back to me after a recent experience of my own. During a chat with an LLM, a link appeared in the LLM's response to me, without explanation, to a Forbes article about Google's partnership with Scott Rasmussen's Napolitan Institute. It vanished moments later from the chat history, and I still don't know whether the model surfaced it, whether the platform inserted it, or whether it was simply a glitch. But that uncertainty left me feeling deeply unsettled. My questions arise from that moment and from Google's partnership with the Napolitan Institute, a conservative think tank which says it aims to use online conversations to survey public opinion across congressional districts of the United States. My first question to you regards the sanctity of trust. If a political party reports what it thinks listeners want to hear, rather than what it genuinely believes, it loses credibility. In some cultures, political questions are considered private, which is perhaps a restraint we ought to start preserving. Today there's already a gulf between what politicians publicly claim and their private aims, and election forecasting has become a lucrative business. Do you not fear that using AI to track political views at an intimate level risks undermining democracy itself? My second question to you regards coercive control. In a domestic setting, spying on someone and using what you learn to manipulate them would be called coercive control, which is criminal. There's a world of difference between a person with a clipboard conducting a public survey on the street and an embedded system harvesting private data from conversations to tailor political influence. Given how technology now inhabits private life and in light of Cambridge Analytica-style abuses, shouldn't coercive control laws or similar protections apply to our relationship with tech companies? My third question regards the lessons from Tay. The Napolitan Institute's press release describes asking an AI to learn from unfiltered conversations of the public. But wasn't Tay built to do exactly that? And within a day, she was repeating the worst of us. Does scaling that approach and applying it to the volatile political sentiment that already exists today not risk amplifying division and harm? And what safeguards prevent such systems from being weaponized to manipulate opinion rather than reflect it? My fourth question to you regards the Achilles heel of democracy, which is that history shows us that democracies can still produce dangerous leaders like Adolf Hitler. If our goal is to strengthen democracy, shouldn't we train systems to resist and correct any nationalist and exclusionary impulses, full stop, and to model fairness, equality, and reciprocal care above all else, rather than simply mirror popular emotion and demand? In light of these concerns, will Google commit to explaining in plain language when and how conversational data is used for political analysis, and to independent oversight of all projects that collect political opinion, private or not? Respectfully, Our next letter will be to Geoffrey Hinton, one of the godfathers of AI. I realised that one was a really long and complicated one, so I am so grateful to anyone who stayed behind and listened. Thank you.